Guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to preface this video off by saying I have a hat on because my hair is like chopped. Is that a floaty in the... Is that a floaty in that tree? Maybe. But okay, we're starting this video off. I'm just gonna let you know my pajama pants. Yeah, these are my favorite pajama pants I have on. You might see bunny hair floating around because I have a bunny. But yeah, today I'm gonna do basically. I was like, what am I gonna talk about? Because I need to do some car talks. Because I said I was gonna post gaming streams and video, like vlogs this week, and I did not do that yesterday. And so now I was like, okay, let me go ahead and start. So for those of you that don't know, I graduated high school, and I want to go to cosmetology school, but there also needs to be a backup plan, right? So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Basically, this is me talking about my future. I'm gonna tell y'all like about my future plans and stuff, because what else are you gonna do? Basically I'm gonna tell y'all, give y'all the thought process and everything of what it's like graduating high school at 16. Because it's like, it's all fun, but then it's like you have one of those positions where you don't know what to do, if that makes any sense. Like, I could do so many things, but it's also things of I can't drive. I have no friends. So like, what am I really doing, you know? So I'm gonna give you like the thought process. I finished school. I finished high school when I was 14. I finished all my courses and everything. I got my diploma and graduated April this year. And one thing I really did notice that really stuck out to me is that I had absolutely one goal, one dream, right? And then like after long conversations and things like that with my dad, I was like, okay, we do like a backup plan is always good. And so I decided I wanted to go to like a university or college and get my associates in either PR, marketing, or communications. And so it was like those three, and I've been like researching and things, so I'm trying to figure those out right now. But then I thought about it to myself, it's like, what am I gonna do now? Because it's like I have all these goals and everything, but it's like there's no downside to it except for the fact that when you've been doing school your entire life, like when you've been going to school consistently your entire life, you do not know, oh, what do I do now? When you've always done schoolwork. And even when I finished school, or like I finished 8th grade in like February, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. But all I knew is that I did not know or understand what I wanted to do because at that time. And then I felt like I had no purpose because I was like, all I ever did was do schoolwork or go to school. So when I finished, I was really like lost and stuck in like this pattern that I absolutely hated. And so I just had to like pray and figure out what it is that I was gonna do. I had to find some other hobby. I had to pick up so many hobbies and just trying to figure out things. I was trying to fill a void basically. Because when I became homeschooled, I lost all my friends. I was not allowed to keep in contact with any of them, and that like really sucked because I was so absolutely lonely. Because because at the time my brother's 2 years younger than me, right? So we don't have a lot in common, honestly. And I have to think I'm a girl, he's a boy, and so there's different interests for us and different things we go through and whatever. And so not having literally anybody your own age or around your own age to talk to, like in real life or at least hang out with, was like so awful. It's like, oh my gosh. And so then now I have like all these choices and all these things. I'm learning to drive. I have my permit, and I'm like doing all these different things, trying, and I finally found an area where I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do, and then I want to try and like do into all these other things. And I was like, okay, could be cool. But it's like that whole like everybody always says, what do you want to do in the next 10 years? But I guess, I don't know, I feel like I'm one of those people where in the, like, thinking 10 years from now, because I'm an overthinker, if I try and think, like, I can tell you what I want for myself, but like career-wise, I need to be able, I know for myself, I want to be able to say, be comfortable enough to where I can be like, oh, I can go to Greece for like a week or something, or I can go to Greece for like a month or whatever. That's like the type of area I want to be like financially and things, where I can go to another country until that visa in that country is up and things like that. Like, I think that's something I really want to do, is just be able to do that with my life while also pursuing things and like obviously vlogging. Because even if I'm like not a big YouTuber, I feel like I do like vlogging because I like talking to the camera and everything. So I definitely would want to do that. But as far as my future goes, it's just kind of what I want to do. I want to be able to be like a secure area and like have a nice like apartment. Like obviously I'm not expecting to like get a job and everything and move out and go straight into a house, but like a nice apartment and a nice job and things, and then start cosmetology school whenever I'm able to do that. And so like getting the associates takes like 2 years, and so I'll do like a lot of online programs, because one thing is my dad loves me so much, and so the reason why I'm not in like the schools right now or anything is because I would be driving myself if I had like my license and everything, but it's so dangerous and I'm not ready yet. He doesn't want me getting on the road and getting hurt, you know? So there's a lot of things that factor into all these different decisions, not just that, but I have no idea what to do. And so that's the thought process of like what it's like graduating, is you don't know what to do, but you know, it's like, especially when it's like, we're like family oriented and things like that, but also goal oriented. It's like you try and keep your family and like your dreams, your goals separate. That's what I try to do. It's like if I know what I want, I try and focus on what I want. I try and like I'm like thinking, I'm doing research and things, and I'm very secluded. I don't tell anybody anything. I don't talk to anybody about anything, because that's just like something I don't do. And so it's like all my goals and things are over here, family's over here, and you only intertwine the two when it's like necessary, or I guess when you want to, I guess. But I just never felt the need to be like, okay, I'm gonna, because it's like, you ever have in school when you tell a teacher about a problem, then they go tell your parents, and all of a sudden, but then the teacher twists the words of what you say? That's kind of like that, basically. So it's like, I don't want to say one thing, but then I'm really meant another thing that somebody interprets as something else. But yeah. Like recently, right now, I'm like into streaming, trying to like kind of just gander at that, at least like getting on like this little streaming role of gaming. And like I have a bunny, she's cute. I feed her every morning and things, while also researching. If it would be a dream, but I don't think it'd be possible because I think I missed the deadline. It would be a dream to start like college or university in the fall, like this upcoming fall, but it's July, so I'd probably have to like try and get a spring admissions or something. I think that's exactly what I probably would have to do, at least, is go in the spring. That's probably definitely what I'd have to do, is go in the spring. So I was able to get like all that research and start everything up with my dad and everything now, I would definitely go do that. And you know what else? I've been trying to hostage people into this car talk. My dad and mom specifically, but you know, they're always busy people, sadly. But hey, just, I guess, what comes along with it. But I really want them in a car talk, and so that's really the thought process. You don't know what to do with yourself a little bit, but you have these goals and dreams, but you just don't know how to apply them sometimes, or you don't know how to talk about them because you already know. It's like one of those things where sometimes it can just be bumped up to 10, and it's like you're trying to figure things out, but then other people are trying to figure things out for you, but then when they figure things out for you, you never understand it. That's like in school, if your parent is trying to help you with math or whatever, but like they're just giving you the answer, and so then when you get into school and you have a test, you don't know how to do the problem because they're just giving you the answer. It's kind of like that. So I've been trying to research and do all these things on my own. One thing about me is I'm a researcher. If I figure out, oh, okay, I want to do this, I'm going to research it, I'm going to do all these things, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to tell you. Because I'm a firm believer of, I don't like to go in half-baked, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to eat a half-baked cake, you know? If I'm going to go to somebody about something, I want to have everything that needs to be set up. So it's like, if you ask me, oh, what about this? I was like, oh, here's this. Or what about this? And I'm like, oh, okay. Waiting. It's like, now I wait to see, okay, I'm going to show you the first part before I spend so much of my time that I could be doing other things. I'm going to show you this. And if you agree with this plan, then I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow up with you until we can come to like the same mutual agreement type of thing. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. It's like with my research on like different schools and everything, I'm collecting different, I'm just collecting a bunch of different things, if that makes sense. Collecting cost, programs, how long it'll take, and all these different things. And like, that's one of the main thing is I want one in Tennessee. So I think universities offer degrees, but also so do community colleges, obviously. And so I want a communication one. There's one I really liked. It was like business administration with a concentration in like marketing. And so that, like, one thing about that is that it's like a business, and kind of you're also letting people know, oh, hey, I also studied this too. Communications, marketing, PR. Some programs have all that wrapped up together with journalism also. And that's a subject I really do like. And so I realized I do like writing stories, and I do realize I can connect with people. So I feel like if I could like get a degree in that and then apply that to a job, I feel like I'd be very happy in that sense, because I also just want to be happy. I feel like no amount of money in the world, it's like, okay, obviously, would you rather be happy but poor, or rich and in a mansion, rich but sad? I'm probably gonna pick rich but sad, because at least then I know I would never have to worry about the money. But also, I know for myself at least, if I'm not happy doing whatever it is I'm doing that's making me my money and everything, to where I'm able to do all these different things, like go to these jobs, if the thing is, if my job outweighed the difference, it's like, okay, my job, I might not be happy at it, but I'm happy that 1 month I can spend in Greece, but still get my job done. Okay, I feel like that's a good trade. I might not be as happy, like I might not be super excited for my job, but if I am able to go to Greece for a month, then yeah, or if I'm able to go to my visa's up, oh heck yeah, I'm gonna go to Greece. I'll stay at that job too. But it's also just like, I want to be able to be passionate, because I don't want to be one of those people that you see in TV shows where it's like when you see them like 20 years later and they're just so miserable at their job, in their apartment, right? Like, I don't want to be one of those people. Or it's like they have this huge mansion, but they just look so incredibly miserable and so unhappy and unfulfilled. I want my work to be fulfilling and like self-fulfilling, because for me, it's like I want to grow in whatever department I am in. Because if I do like start college or university this year, or like spring 2026, then if I just work towards that, get a little job going, then I can kind of just go to cosmetology school and I can work on that, but I still have my safety net, if that makes any sense. So that's just kind of like my goals and like what aligns with what I want, at least. But yeah, that's kind of like my thought process and kind of what it's like for me personally. It's like what it's like for like graduating at 16 and now 17.